てほしいの。私のしさ星の浜辺で待っているよ。しさ力強く青いコラルを越えて頬の涙を拭いておくれ。私の胸で燃えている燃えているシーサーシーサーシーサーキングシーサー暗い夜の帳が消える。朝が来たら眠りから覚めてほしいの。私のしさヤシの葉陰で待っているよ。しさ力強く赤いレインを塗って私の願い聞いておくれ。私の胸で待っている待っているシーサーシーサーシーサーキングシーサー
どジェッジャガジェッジャガ僕らのジャガ地球の危ないその時は悪者どもに猛烈パンチゴジラとジャガーでパンチパンチパンチパンチパンチパンチみんな正義の友達だ何かあったら一直線だジェッジャガジェッジャガさすがジャガ宇宙怪獣怖くない海底怪獣古典のパーゴジラとジャガーでパンチパンチパンチパンチパンチパンチ嵐なんかは吹っ飛ばせ人が作ったロボットだけどジェッジャガジェッジャガやったぜジャガ行け行け平和を守るためみんなも驚く勇気を見せるゴジラとジャガーでパンチパンチパンチパンチパンチパンチ泣くな僕らも頑張ろ
「 motherfucking Trey. All right. Up. Up. I know it's very spontaneous. I just popped on here without the E.T.N music. Wanted to catch you guys napping. All right, hold on a minute. I got to see what's going on with chat here. Reload. Oh, this is not good. All right, bear with me a second. This is kind of what threw me off too, because oh, of course, it's making me log in again. That's what's the problem. No. Yes, thank you. That's what I wanted to do. All right, bear with me a minute. Twitch, D Live, YouTube, so I can get this goddamn chat thing running. And then we'll get into what we're supposed to talk about. All right. Hold on 1 second. What? All right. Looks like I'm going to have to do some bouncing back and forth. Apparently the chat is messed up for restream. So I can't use that. So there's going to be nothing on the screen today. But you guys don't really use that anyway, so it's all good. So I'll bounce back and forth. What's up, Twitch? See, we got Esteban, Mike Gonzalez, Triangle World, and Squibblert over on Twitch. So what's going on, guys? So just bear with me. I'm going to be bouncing back and forth. All right, so a couple of things to talk about tonight. I know you guys are mainly here for the Godzilla toy and small movie leak. Please do not talk about it in chat yet. Let me at least give a because that's why I was kind of like temporarily banning Ivan, because I want to give people an opportunity to decide whether they want to hear this or not. So I'll give a warning. Then you can mute the stream or you can leave temporarily and then come back. But you know that's probably going to be mostly what's going to be spoken about tonight. Before I get into the leaks, there is more Twitch stuff going on here. Excuse me, YouTube. And basically, what it is now there's an issue where accounts are being banned. Probably the biggest set of news regarding that is a YouTube user named Mark Pyler, and his videos kind of been going around and getting the reins. But it's not just his channel. His channel is a big channel. That's why it's getting a lot of attention. So basically what's happening is people were using emojis and they were getting banned. And then when they appeal the ban, they were getting denied, which is a problem. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on with YouTube right now. And essentially what this looks like to me is that when you take into consideration what's going to happen on January 1st with the Free Trade Commission and the changes coming up, it looks like YouTube is just going to leave their content creators behind. They're not... Anything that happens with the FTC has nothing to do with YouTube, and YouTube is basically leaving it at the content creators' hands to deal with that. Because obviously, if the FTC starts issuing fines of $42,000, Google and YouTube are not, they're not at fault for that. They're not providing clear information. They are not trying to work with people to try to get their accounts back. It's going to be harder to be a content creator here with all these problems going on and never knowing when your next video that you upload is going to be your last video, or when your next interaction on a live stream or potentially even a video is going to be your last interaction. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not jumping ship this yet. I told you guys last night and yesterday morning that I would allow myself at least time to see it through, to see what happens, to see if there are some changes, to see if they do make an effort to improve things. I'm not banking on it based on their history. And while I'm only a small channel, it's not worth it to me to gamble on a $42,000 fine. And it's not worth it to me to lose whatever supporters I do have because they decide they want to have fun in chat. And YouTube decides that they want to let their incompetent machine decide whether or not it's abuse. That should be something that's left up to the moderators. That should be something that's left up to the person hosting the stream. So, if between now and towards the end of December, I don't hear any news of improvements, I don't hear any news of changes, or any clear-cut answer as to what your status could be as of January 1st, I am moving over to Twitch. I will shift the content from videos to live stream episodes. You can still watch videos on Twitch. You can cut and put videos on Twitch. It's a little bit different. You still can watch videos there. It's a little bit different. The interface is different, but it's basically going to be a live stream show is what it will be. A live stream show, podcast type. And if you missed the live stream, you can come back and watch it. If there's only a certain portion of the live stream you want to see, that will be cut into separate videos that you can watch on Twitch. On top of that, I will be opening a Podbean account. Podbean has a new feature now that you can not only podcast, but you can put up podcast videos. Same thing there to give people another option. But outside of that, this thing is annoying. I want to turn it off. Whoops, wrong one. Give me a second here. There we go. And then go from there. You can still support me on Twitch, obviously. You can still support me on Podbean. The good thing about Podbean is I can RSS feed the podcast into different platforms like Apple and other platforms like Google Podcasts, which I don't know if I want to use that with all their bullshit. But why am I doing all this now? Well, if you were here yesterday and listened to the live stream, I don't want to get into it again now. It's a long spiel. But essentially, there are two changes coming to YouTube on December 10th and January 1st. And then now Google's having issues canceling user accounts. It's a lot of headaches. The future looks pretty bleak if you're a content creator that's not in the mainstream. But if you want to know more, you can there's other content creators talking about it, but it has to do with the COPA change of which is a law that was put in 1998, I believe. And the Free Trade Commission is making changes to YouTube based on an out-of-court settlement between the FTC and YouTube, in which the FTC will be monitoring videos and determining whether or not they're appropriate for children. And if you don't follow these rules, you can get a fine up to $42,000 per video. Per video. So that's that. So just so you guys know, I'll keep you posted. For now, everything will stay on YouTube. I'm going to wait till as far until the last minute as I can before I decide to make the swap. That way there is an opportunity to see if they make some changes or to see if they at least provide more clear-cut information. But until that happens, I'm not gambling, basically. I'm just not going to take the gamble that any of my videos are geared or favored towards kids or are kid appropriate that should be demonetized or whatever this big mess that they're doing. It's just not going to be worth the trouble. It's just not going to be worth the trouble. So I rather, I know it's going to be like starting over again. I'm okay with that. It's not like I have a gazillion subscribers. This is more painful for higher end YouTube content creators than it is for myself. I know some of you will carry over. I know a good majority of people won't, and that's fine. I'm willing to accept that. So but with that said, let's move on to the topic for the night, because I know that's why a lot of you are here. All right. Okay, so there is a small, I want to say potential leak. All right. Of course, you guys know how these things go. It's probably, and if you guys could be so kind, since there are over 100 of you here tonight, could you guys be so kind then to at least help me match my like count to be half of my viewer count? So if we can get this up to about 61 likes on this live stream, I'd greatly appreciate that. I would like to offer the most sincerest of efforts, Rob. Oh, I would like to offer the most sincerest of F's, Rob. Yeah. Hello, Twitch chat. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. Just bear with me. I'm going to go over these leaks real quick, and then we're going to discuss them. All right. So, on 4chan, this was dropped on the 6th, which I believe was Wednesday. There is a user on 4chan named Godzilla vs. Kong Marketing Man. And what he does is he gives a brief description on the upcoming toys, and then he gives a brief description on 3 major plot points in the film. Keep in mind, these are leaks that may or may not be true. Likely that they're not. There is one portion of the 3 plot points that has me kind of raising my eyebrow, but some of this sounds pretty ridiculous. But again, who knows, right? So bear with that. If you don't want to hear these leaks, if you're not interested, you can mute the live stream or you can leave. I would say come back later, but chances are this is going to probably be the topic of discussion for the rest of the night. So you've been warned. Here we go. In terms of the toy leaks, there will be toy lines from Playmates that have battle sets similar to King of the Monsters line with repeat figures having variants. The 4-inch line, Godzilla vs. Kong with a Hawaiian background. Godzilla vs. Kong with a Hong Kong background. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Kong vs. Rodan. Kong vs. Behemoth. Godzilla and Kong and Mechagodzilla on Skull Island set. I know you see you guys laughing. We'll get into that in a minute. Gimmick line, Atomic Rage Godzilla, which glows blue and roars. Primal Rage Kong, who roars and has weapons, probably meaning like, you know, surroundings. Like he probably has a tree or something like that. And the giant size, which I'm guessing is 12 inches or bigger, which is a Godzilla, a Kong, and a Mechagodzilla. And then there's a prototype Mechagodzilla gimmick toy with lights and a chest popping out featuring Ghidorah's brain. All right. Now we'll move to the plot points. This marketing man says there are 3 plot points of the film. So plot point number 1. This revolves around the Russells, which obviously Mark and Madison, and Godzilla. Mark has taken Serizawa's place as the Godzilla guy and has been obsessed with the journal given to him by Serizawa. Madison is trying to reintegrate with normal life and suffers from a form of PTSD, which triggers panic attacks and flashbacks of Ghidorah. It's implied that Madison has some type of psychic ability, as her panic attacks are linked to Ghidorah. Eileen Chen helps calm her and explains that it's normal. It's a normal thing that happens between some humans and Titans. Same for her and her sister with Mothra. Plot 2 revolves around Alexander Skarsgård's character and the Monarch task force he's part of, who were sent to Skull Island. Their plot is intertwined with an anti-Titan group who hijack control over Monarch Skull Island base and take over Mechagodzilla and an expedition into the Hollow Earth. Plot 3 is the monster plot and Shun Oguri's character, who is Serizawa's son. He wants to give humanity the ability to take their world back from the Titans and kill Godzilla. This is all from his feelings towards his father, who in his eyes seemed to care more about Godzilla than his own family. No. That has nothing to, it's not saying anything about their fighting. This is not giving any details on fighting. There's nothing here that said they're not fighting till Act 3. Relax. Calm down. It's a leak. It may not even be legit. Chances are it's not legit. Relax. I see King G there. Wait. They don't fight until Act 3. Relax. Fucking people, my God. All right, so let's go over this real quick. So here's the thing. Of these 3 plot points, the one that has me a little frightened that there might be some credence to this is the first plot point. Because everything they're explaining here regarding Madison would make sense, having a sort of post-traumatic stress syndrome from what happened in Boston. It triggering some sort of psychic reaction, possible, I guess. The fact that Eileen Chen is helping her cope. I mean, this is a plot point that we all thought we'd see in Godzilla King of the Monsters. So, I know.
Adolphonica. See Super Chatted $1.52. Relax, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you for the dono. I appreciate it. The first plot point is the one that actually, if I didn't read the other 2, I would say, wow, that sounds like it could be fairly legit. That kind of makes sense. You know, one of the things that were mentioned regarding the movie, if you look at the cast listing on IMDb, there are some high school characters in the movie, not like main characters, just, you know, like throwaway characters or just, you know, in there, who are listed, I believe, as high school student and or bully. And which gives the implication that Madison's going to be going through some issues at school dealing with other kids. So you take that, you combine that with this issue, and it looks like she's going to be having a lot of issues. So that's the part that kind of makes me think, this could be real. Now, the Mechagodzilla part, this would be so comical if this is true. This would be so comical. Here's the problem with that. It still doesn't make sense. It makes sense from the end credit scene. Yeah, I know that. In terms of him being there, doesn't make much sense. However, I've said this before and I'll say it again. If this is the last Godzilla movie in the MonsterVerse, this is the time to do Mechagodzilla. So if this is true, and it's a big if, this tells me that this is the last MonsterVerse movie. Because unless they give him some sort of sleek design that looks nothing like Godzilla, but has little highlights of Godzilla, I don't see this working in a movie. Yeah. So I don't know. Now the toys, I guess, the toys is something I guess we'd have to see. The question is, if there is a Mechagodzilla in there, will we see him in the trailers? I'm going to guess that if this is true, and if he is indeed in this movie, if they're smart, they won't show him until the movie. If you show him in the trailer, depending on how he's designed, if it's very Toho-esque, I have a feeling this is going to be a dud. Now, from a fan standpoint, as a fan, hey, if he's in there, I'm all for it. As a fan, I'm all for it. But as someone who tries to put my bias in check, as someone who tries to talk about these things and analyze these things from an unbiased perspective, I think this is a disaster if true, and I think the only reason they're doing it is because this will be the last movie in the MonsterVerse. And that's that. That's the best way I can assess this. If true. Do I think it's true? I would say 80% of me think it's not. The reason I'm not 100% convinced that it's not true, and I'm 20% on the side that it could be legit, is that first plot point sounds very like it could be a credible plot point. It's a plot point that makes sense, in my opinion. It's a plot point that makes sense. Brian from Twitch, I can't feel my body and I keep hearing Mechagodzilla. Am I in hell? Oh, man. Now, I didn't read the last movie leak, Squib Alert. I see you mentioning that. A couple of people mentioned that this is part of the last leak. I didn't read the last leak, so I'm not 100% sure where the connection is. Maybe I should go, if somebody can link it to me and find it, then maybe I'll check it out and we can look over that here and see. But Brian's dreams are coming true. All right. Wasn't there someone who leaked a piece of the King of the Monsters and threw it on his own idea in there? This could be the same thing. The Russell taking over and PSC could be true, but Mechagodzilla is shit. Rob, does a Mecha Dildo make more sense for the MonsterVerse? Only if you're in the movie with the Mecha Dildo down your throat. Then I'd pay to see that. Definitely. All right. They should make an animated show with Godzilla in hell. Why haven't we even gotten one marketing from this film? It's kind of weird. King G, that's a question that's been going around so much that I don't even want to attempt to try and answer it, because the answer for you is not going to be satisfying. This is a question you're going to keep asking yourself and everybody else until we get one. So best thing I can tell you is just wait. Just wait. There really isn't anything. There's no answer out there for you, is basically what I'm telling you. There's no answer for you. Yeah, me too. I hope to God this isn't true. I could buy Mechagodzilla, especially how he was teased in King of the Monsters, but Serizawa having a son and wanting to kill Godzilla is bullshit to me. Yeah, that part's a bit of a stretch, because out of nowhere he has a kid. That's another issue right there. Now Michael Dougherty said the Ghidorah head would be paid off. He never said how, but even I think sticking it in Mecha G is a little shit. Yeah, the Mecha Godzilla with a Ghidorah brain in it. It sounds kind of fucking crazy. And not to mention, well, here's where the problem is. Apparently, Mechagodzilla is being built in Monarch. How did Monarch get the brain of Ghidorah if Ghidorah's head was sold to Alan Jonah? So maybe that's the confirmation right there that this is crap. How could Monarch get the head and the brain to Ghidorah when the only piece of evidence of Ghidorah was sold to Alan Jonah, who is not part of Monarch? So I think that's your confirmation that this could be bullshit. Now, unless there's something that happens in the movie itself that has Monarch get the brain, but who knows? Well, if this is the end of the MonsterVerse, we're pretty fucked. Now, guys, relax. Chances are this is not true. It's probably not true. It's only really the first plot point that, to me, gives it any chance of being true. But Ghidorah's brain being in Mechagodzilla, how does Monarch get... Because remember, according to this description, apparently Serizawa's son, who is probably a part of Apex, according to this plot leak, this very small description, invades the Monarch base on Skull Island and takes over Mechagodzilla. Now, unless you're telling me that Apex got a hold of Ghidorah's brain from Alan Jonah, and then they put it in Mechagodzilla's head. But now my question is, why would Monarch build a Mechagodzilla? Is nobody going to talk about the fact that the screenplay is written by the guy who wrote the screenplay for Shrek? Why would we talk about that? I know this isn't related, but what? Look, just come out and say you don't like the dude. You don't have to like try and make implications. Just say, yeah, look, I don't like this director. He sucks. That's all. Just say that. It's okay. A lot of people don't like him. But I don't see why we would talk about that and him directing Shrek. I don't see where the relevance there is. Warner Bros. Acquired the rights to Mecha G for RPO. They might sneak it into Godzilla vs. King. Oh, that's a good point, Brian. Ready Player One, the Mecha Godzilla thing. Yeah, that's true. Maybe they still have the rights to them and figure let's use them.
Newts for Kaiju tipped $1. If this turns out to be true, then at least we know why we never got an earlier trailer. They were busy making tons of cheese for the general audience for the Great Cheese Fest of 2020. Long live the cheese. I so hope not.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think there's really much to worry about. But if it is true, then I would think to myself, this has to be the last movie because there's no way they would put Mechagodzilla.
Runk the Funk tipped $3.33. I can't discredit anything 100% anymore. I thought burning Godzilla, Godzilla eating Ghidorah and the other monsters bowing down to Godzilla as if he were royalty sounded like complete shit, but that all happened. I don't want it to happen, but it might.
Yeah, I mean, you can never dismiss I mean, I do. Most leaks are just bullshit. And even this one is 80% bullshit to me. It's only that first plot description regarding Madison Russell that makes me think otherwise. Because it sounds, from a story element, it sounds feasible. It sounds very feasible. So yeah, that's the only thing. The Serizawa son part, I mean, out of nowhere like that, that's going to be a pretty bad plot point because it's not something that was set up at all in any of the movies. What if Mechagodzilla is the same as the one in Ready Player One? The problem is that Ready Player One was set up as a virtual world. So when you establish that in your story, and you have Kong chasing people in cars, it's okay for a Mechagodzilla there fighting a Gundam in a virtual world. When you have the MonsterVerse that has tried to put these monsters in a real world, that's a different. You're in those two movies, you're asking the audience to suspend their imagination for different reasons. Asking them to suspend it in a world that is deliberately virtual and deliberately outrageous, the audience will do that because you're establishing that narrative. If you're establishing a narrative where these monsters exist in the real world in your story, then what's the sense of building a robot doppelganger of Godzilla as opposed to a robot in general, just a giant robot or a giant machine of some sort that can combat him? Furthermore, you have established Godzilla as an anti-hero. So what is the purpose of building a Mechagodzilla? To fight Godzilla if he's helping you. Because in this plot, this small plot description, it seems like Monarch built him. Now, obviously, the other plot description is that another organization, maybe Apex, comes in and steals it. How? You know? And where was Serizawa's son this whole time? Why did he ever mention having a family in the other two movies? Because I don't recall that. Only monsters I want in this movie is Godzilla, Kong, and Rodan. Maybe he does become a bad guy, Brian. That also wouldn't surprise me, based on the end of King of the Monsters, where I certainly feel they kind of teased that coming. I know a lot of people don't. There's some people who agree with me. There's a lot of people who think there was just a line, but I don't know if you drop a line like that without a purpose. And I'm talking about when the guy says, I'm glad he's on our side, and Dr. Shen is like, for now. To me, that was telling that a potential heel turn was in the works. So the idea of Godzilla turning heel in this movie looks more and more likely, even without this plot leak, if it's true. Because Kong is also described as the underdog. Normally, the underdog is not the bad guy. The underdog is always the good guy. David versus Goliath. Rocky versus Ivan Drago. You know what I'm saying? The Giants versus the Patriots in the Super Bowl. All right, back to YouTube. Oh, man. Only monsters I want is Godzilla versus Kong are Godzilla, Kong, and then U-Titans. Yeah. Well, King of the Monsters has major references to the older movies, so therefore everyone might take the end credits mention of a giant robot as an Easter egg. Yeah, that's how I took it. Let's go Giants. Yeah, maybe next year, Jim. I mean, I'm a Giant fan, but I think this year's done. Thanks to that fucking black cat. Yeah, chat. I that's because I turned off the chat window. I doubt it's fixed now. Yeah, it's still. Well, let's see if it loads. I don't know. Is it working now? Nope. Yeah, it's still not working. I don't know what's going on with Restream today, but it's their global chat's not working. So I'm flip-flopping back and forth between Twitch and YouTube. And I should probably do that with DLive. So if you're over in DLive, I'm sorry if I'm not reacting to your comments. You missed the chat window. I kind of hope both monsters die. I think it would make for an emotionally charged installment in the MonsterVerse. It would definitely solidify the end. That's for sure. It would definitely solidify the end. Oh shit, Rob. What happened? I would pay attention. It sounds like it's another misleading of someone seeing a scene of the trailer and putting their own interpretation. Possibly. The son of Serizawa. Plot point out of nowhere reminds me of what they did with Idris Elba's son in Pacific Rim Uprising. Yeah, that's possible then. Oh yeah, they are fucked this year, and yes, that black cat fucked everything up. Yep, blame the black cat. Both die, so like Glass. Well, it's not saying that both would die. It's just Brian is saying that that would probably make for a good emotional ending. But then that kind of contradicts what Wingard said regarding there being a decisive victory. Shinro Dan reviews agreed. Well, would be great if there's a Godzilla movie if there's aliens working together like Zillions, Keloq's people, space apes, and alien cockroaches in a meeting talk about their plan. In a meeting talking about their plan. Look, Togera, you come to all my streams. I appreciate that. Very supportive, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. With that said, isn't Mechagodzilla enough? Isn't Mechagodzilla enough? You want to introduce alien cockroaches now to the general audience? Well, I guess if it's the last movie, you might as well go balls to the wall, right? You might as well. Fuck, just bring everything in, man. Alan Jonah could be the alien. It's hard to tell what's true and what isn't. Well, most of them, the chances are a lot of them just are not true. There can still be a clear winner where maybe the other one dies from his injuries, or if Kong is the winner, they can probably just blow him up. But how do you kill monsters that essentially consume radiation? I mean, Godzilla 2014, he took a fucking nuke to the face and was like, yeah, thanks. And then in King of the Monsters, he took an even bigger nuke to the face when he was near death and was supercharged. So how do you kill that? Gonna be like Endgame Portals, but with Titans. You're gonna see Mothra like, all right, let's go. Jet Jaguar are gonna come out of the portal like, yo, Godzilla, on your left. And he's gonna come flying out. Oh my god. Well, I said they could blow up Kong, not blow up Godzilla. Yeah. Rob, you can't hum YouTube. We'll take the stream down. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. We're reaching the end of YouTube. Godzilla kills Kong but succumbs to wounds or vice versa. All right, I got that. Maybe Wingard could be lying and there is no winner. Directors have lied before. That is true, Squib. But how many people would be emotionally invested in Kong since he's only been in one of the movies? Well, there's a lot of people that would be emotionally invested in Kong based on his history. You know, basically Kong fans. Just like, you know, I mean, there are a lot of Kong fans out there. But I wouldn't be too concerned about this. I mean, it's chances are it's crap. You know, we'll know for sure pretty soon. Oh boy. You know, I'll be fine with the Mechagodzilla thing if this is the last movie. But if they plan on doing more movies after this, you better really, really sell that Mechagodzilla on some shit. Because I'm not seeing it right now. Could you react to Shrek's funeral, Avengers End? Oh, I've already reacted to that one. I've already reacted to that one. Revisit the leaks. I didn't read the last leak. I will literally stop watching MonsterVerse movies if they include Mechagodzilla. Well, you may not have a choice. It's probably the last movie, so they're not going to give a shit. They're going to be like, yeah, we don't give a shit if you're going to watch them or not. I hate the government made it. Now it's going to be a hassle explaining why the military can't just use another oxygen destroyer. Yeah? Well, they probably think now they can't use one because, you know, Check D-Man. He just posted a possible delay of the film. Hold on. Give me a second. Did he post a video or did he like post it on Twitch? Give me 1 second. Is it delayed? Oh. All right. Yeah, we can check this out real quick. I think he's probably addressing whether or not it's going to get delayed because that's been surfacing again. I think even OmniViewer did a video about it. So, yeah, let's check this out together. We'll see what he has to say. Oh, hold on. We'll see what the D-Meister has to say. D-Man the Dunkster. All right, here we go.
Alright, let's do this one last time. And much like in Into the Spider-Verse, I don't actually...
Oh, look at these young man with the porn stash going.
Just one last time. Yes, that's right. What's up, everybody?
Rank the Funk tipped $1. Mechagodzilla's mere presence will do far more damage to Godzilla than Kong ever could.
Yeah?
Today we're going to be doing yet another discussion on the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer that still hasn't come out, all about where the heck the trailer is. I can't believe how many of these videos I've made. They are really teasing us here.
Oh, hold on. Let's just go right to the good stuff. All right.
Thing I want to point out here before we jump into anything. Actually, there's two things I want to point out before we jump into anything. The first thing is that really, I mean, I know we're all excited for Godzilla vs. Kong, but I don't think we should be like so worked up over the not getting a trailer yet for a lot of reasons that we'll cover in this video. But I'm just saying, don't get too upset that we haven't gotten the trailer yet.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's not the end of the world. It really isn't. The next thing I wanted
to
say is that there's a lot of people who are going to be blowing smoke here over the next few months.
He's right.
Something official comes out or the movie comes out or whatever.
He is right.
Yeah, I know this from inside sources. I know this from this. And
I was just saying that the other day on stream.
All this great new stuff, blah, blah, blah. Odds are they probably don't know anything and they're just trying to start buzz. Or maybe they really did hear it from someone. Maybe someone told them something and so they said that thing, thinking it was true, but the person they heard it from was also just blowing smoke. There's so much of that going on that it's like, contain yourself. One of two things is going to happen. Either one, the information is going to come out and be proven wrong and the person's just going to move on with their lives and pretend that it never happened. You know, they can say in a video, oh yeah, I heard the Godzilla vs. Kong got moved up to January 10th. And then when January 10th rolls around and the movie doesn't come out, they'll just move on.
This is what happens.
Acknowledge it. And if the movie does, for whatever reason, which it won't, come out on January 10th, they'll be like, see, I was right. You should have listened to me. I've been talking with a few people behind the scenes about this. And it's like, yeah, that happens all the time. So I don't know. It's just, that's kind of the current state of things. But let's jump into the Godzilla vs. Kong stuff. Also, this is yet again another unscripted video. I say yet again, it's been like a goddamn month since I've made a video. It's an unscripted video here.
There's nothing to talk about.
Get this one out on this topic in as quickly a manner as possible because I got things I want to do today. The trailer still hasn't come out. Not the end of the world. For the beginning of this video, we're going to operate under the assumption that the movie does come out March 13th. I think that's the release date, something like that. March whatever. We're going to operate under the assumption that the movie's still coming out then, and we are going to continue forth with that assumption. And we'll be talking about, well, if the movie comes out, then why haven't we seen a trailer? For a long time, I have talked about how if we're following previous MonsterVerse trends, that's really what I was doing. I was trying to follow previous MonsterVerse trends, saying, you know, some movies had like a year mark, 11 months for King of the Monsters when the advertising started. 11 months of advertising. Then we moved on to Kong Skull Island had the next longest of 9 months. And then Godzilla 2014 was 6 months, so they had half a year of advertising for the movie. And now we have passed the 6-month mark. October was our 6-month mark. We are in the 5th month, and people are freaking out. I've seen it online. People are freaking out. We are approaching the 4-month mark, and people are not happy about where is the trailer. Why haven't we gotten it?
It's so good, though.
Avengers Endgame is the most profitable movie of all time, and that movie had 4 months worth of advertising. That movie had their first trailer, I believe, in December, whereas the film came out in April. That movie had 4 months worth of advertising, so we are kind of in that 4-month mark almost with Godzilla vs. Kong in a couple days here, and then we'll be in like the 3-month countdown or so. I've seen a lot of people freaking out about that. I don't think having a trailer come out in November or December would be the end of the world. A 3-month ad campaign is going to be a blitzkrieg of an ad campaign, but that's something that I've been talking about on Twitter that they might do. They might just go balls to the wall with it and really try and speed up that ad campaign to get hype generated in a short amount of time as fast as possible. That way they can get as much hype in a short amount of time. It'll be an interesting approach. I don't think it'll necessarily work to their benefit, but they could try it. I also don't think it's going to be the end of the world, though. I think the movie's name will sell enough tickets. I think people will be interested enough to go check it out. I think we're in safe shoes there, or in good hands. I don't know what the correct term to use there, but I think we're fine if the movie comes out in March.
Because it's over Triangle, that's why.
At the tail end of November, people are saying Thanksgiving break around then. I don't necessarily think we're going to get a trailer over Thanksgiving area, but we could. I've seen a lot of people talking about that, so that's a possibility. And of course, we could get the trailer in December along with Star Wars, which is personally what I think is going to happen. I think the trailer will come out, maybe not with Star Wars, but in December. I think December is going to be the release date for the trailer. December has been a release date for previous Godzilla trailers. Both Godzilla movies in the MonsterVerse have had trailers released in December.
That's true.
I think it makes sense for the trailer to come out in December. I don't think it makes sense for the trailer to come out in November. If they really were smart about it, they would have had the trailer come out before Joker, because now Joker's the, #1 most profitable R-rated movie of all time. So yeah, that would have been a great move on their part, but they...
It's also in front of an R-rated movie, though.
Now we will talk about some news, some rumblings that's been scaring people. This all originates from Wednesday's whatever the heck stream with Grace Randolph, who is Beyond the Trailers.
Oh, yeah.
Now, say what you will about Beyond the Trailer, whether you love her channel or hate her channel, one thing is certain, and that is that she does in fact know how to pronounce King Ghidorah's name.
King Ghidorah.
Personally, I think she's alright. I don't necessarily agree with a lot of
King
her views,
Ghidorah?
but at the same time, I don't hate her. So she said in her Wednesday live stream that according to her sources, Godzilla vs. Kong has been delayed.
Are you worried that
He hardly roasts people, so that was a good touch there. I like that. That was good.
there has been no marketing promotion for Godzilla vs. Kong when the movie will come out in 4 months? Well, I have to tell you, people aren't aware of this, it seems, but from what I've heard from people I know actually working on the film, that movie has been moved off that release date. It doesn't have a release date currently, so that's why there's been no promotion for it.
Now, according to my sources, I didn't ask anyone. I didn't ask, so I'm not going to make up stories, but from what I understand, the movie has not been delayed. There's been no official announcement of it being delayed.
Nope.
There has been no indication
It's
of it
still
being
listed to
delayed
come out
outside
March
of the fact
11th
that
or
we
March
haven't gotten
13th,
any
one of those
marketing
two
for it
dates.
yet. According to her, she doesn't seem too worried about it. According to her, the reason we haven't seen any marketing for the movie is because it has been delayed indefinitely, and that sounds scary, right? That sounds like they've canceled it. They haven't. It just means they're thinking about changing the release date, according to her. So a lot of people are freaking out about that, going, well, if Godzilla vs. Kong is delayed, then what are we going to do? This is what I was talking about at the start. Again, it's like, people can say what they want to say. Maybe she really did hear it from some sources who she believes. She just says people working on the movie. What does that mean? I don't know. Maybe that means it's some VFX supervisor. Maybe that means it's like some best boy who worked on the film. We have no idea.
What that means is, like Resita said, they sent interns and temp employees to all these sources to tell them anything. That's what it is.
What the role of involvement this person had in the film was.
It's coming
not like
true.
She came out and said, yeah, one of the producers of the movie. She said someone involved in the movies.
You're a soldier now? At your service.
Oh,
But you're
Jesus
only
Christ.
11. I know.
So we have no idea. First of all, there's no real hard way to get credibility from that. I mean, I understand. I do that a lot too. You don't want to rat them out. I understand it, and you know, she is a fairly credible YouTuber. I'm inclined to believe that she may have some information that we don't. But again, like I said at the start, people are going to say what they're going to say. She can say that the movie's delayed because someone told her the movie's delayed. She can believe it. And the movie could still not be delayed. It could come out when it was originally set to, in March. Or I guess when it was actually originally set to was May, but that's not relevant anymore. It could come out in March, and that could be great, and she will just ignore it and move on. Or it could come out way later, and she could be like, yeah, see, I told you guys it was delayed. You never know. If the movie's delayed, I don't think that's a big deal. They could push it back to May, which was the original release date for the film. I wouldn't necessarily do that because May is always a big month for blockbusters. If it were me, I'd put it in August,
King
which has
Ghidorah.
been proving itself to be quite popular lately. August or September,
Brian,
which
you're
is
gonna-
actually the one that's been
someone's gonna
proving
wanna
itself
put
to
you
be
on
popular,
fire.
not really August. I'd put it in September, maybe August or September. I think the movie could do very well there. It could flourish there. For me, me, I think that if Godzilla King of the Monsters came out in August this year, I feel like it might have done better than it did coming out in May. That's just what I think personally. I'd maybe have to spend a little bit more time to fully solidify that opinion, but I do think the movie would have performed stronger had it come out in August. And so that could be a benefit for Godzilla vs. Kong, pushing the release date back. And that is something that we've heard them toying around with for a while, the idea that they might push the release date back. And of course, that is a popular fan rumbling online because we haven't seen a trailer and people are starting to get nervous. I know a lot of people think that pushing the movie back means that they don't have faith in the film. I don't think that's the case at all. Pushing the movie back doesn't mean that they don't have faith in the film. That just means that they want the film to perform as well as it possibly can. Now, we did hear a while ago that Warner Brothers had toyed around with the idea of pushing the film back when Legendary then came out and said otherwise. They said the movie will come out in March. So we have a little bit of a conflict of interests here between the two, where it seems that both companies can't really decide on a release date. I'd assume that they might push it back. I don't think that's a bad thing for the movie, and I don't think that's anything to worry about. It could just happen. It could be a decision on Warner Brothers' part. They, of course, are in charge of distribution, so we should take a little stock in what they say. So yeah, Godzilla vs. Kong being delayed could happen. I think that's probably a good thing. That gives them more time to work on the VFX.
So yeah, it's
potential time to do reshoots if they're needed. I don't think they have done extensive reshoots, so I don't think they need to. But
all right, so I think that's good enough information. But yeah, it's the merry-go-round. It's the same merry-go-round, you know. Because we haven't gotten a trailer, people think it's gonna get delayed or whatever. And you know what? I kind of hope it does. Just because I'm having so much fun right now. Some people out there are just so like on edge about this. Like I've never why? You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna be so on edge. You're all right. Here's the deal. You're on edge about this trailer because you want to see the most epic da 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 da. You're gonna see the trailer, and no matter what happens in the trailer, you're gonna be upset. And you know why? Because by getting all antsy about the trailer, you're setting your expectations. Forget the moon. You're setting your expectations to fucking Pluto, and they're not gonna give you Pluto. So the other thing is, if it does get delayed, that's not a bad thing. Right now, as it stands, it's going to face some very stiff competition going into that month. I mean, you have, what is it? What's the sequel to that movie? Goddamn, it was so good. With, oh my God. How can I forget it? It was such a good movie. Great. I can't remember. The one where the people have to be quiet. A Quiet Place. So you got A Quiet Place too, think you. I figured it out myself. King Kodira.
King Kodira tipped $1. Grace confusing me with Kinky Dora really rustles my kinky jinkies.
Oh, man. That's good. So, what if the first trailer has no monsters, just their roars, all the shots of people? It will be like Purge in the streets. Hey, whatever Russell's Jimmy's. Whatever Russell's Jimmy, another kinky kaiju. There's always kinky kaijus here. Did you ever do a vaping competition? No, I didn't. Why would I do a vaping competition? What? Look. If you're gonna troll, I welcome trolls. Honestly, I do. I think some people say some funny things. But that is the most stupid fucking question in the world. I just want to say that right now. Who does a vaping competition? What? How would you even conduct that competition? Who can drain the liquid the fastest? No, I can't. I can't blow smoke rings like that. Sun leak has merit. All right, hold on, because I didn't even look at it yet, Murph. I don't know. I mean, I know you put a link in chat. I got to scroll up to get it. All right, what is this shit? What are you talking about? What? GodzillaFandom.com. Williamson's history, Godzilla Awakening, Post Awakening. All right, do me a favor. Murph, if you're gonna send me a link and you want me to see something in the description here, can you at least give me a pinpoint of exactly what the fuck I'm looking for, so I don't have to take 10 minutes sitting in silence to read through this shit? Guys, Sarazawa's son is an alien cockroach. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. He mentioned in the novel from Godzilla King of the Monsters. Also, he did mention it in the novel. Did I read the novel? I don't think. No, I didn't read. Wait. Why don't I remember that? Oh, probably because it wasn't relevant until now, this leak. So, or this potential leak. I shouldn't call it a full-blown leak because we don't know yet. So, Mechagodzilla, Sarazawa's son, and Madison Russell having PTSD, which is the only plot point here that I really find interesting. That Wiku site says he has a son, but it's a different name from the leak. Maybe he took on a different... Well, the name in the leak is the name of the actor. Shun Oguri. That's the actor. That's not his name in the leak. It doesn't say his name in the leak. It says plot 3. Plot 3 is the monster's plot and Shun Oguri's character, who is Sarazawa's son. He wants to give humanity the ability to take their world back from the Titans and kill Godzilla. This is all from his feelings towards his father, who in his eyes seemed to care more about the Godzilla than his own family. Which that would make sense because he never mentioned his fucking family. Whose cheeks did Sarazawa clap to receive a son? Who knows? Who knows? All right, let's go over to Twitch, see what's going on over here. I highly doubt Godzilla vs. Kong will be the same tone as Godzilla 2014. King of the Monsters was setting the tone for the future of the Monsterverse. But Doherty and Shields wrote Godzilla vs. Kong. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, Michael Doherty did have a hand in writing Godzilla vs. Kong. He mentioned that in the interview with Collider. Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Johns, Altiori, Collider, Grace from Beyond the Trailer are Disney shills. Who cares? Who cares? Why do people hate Disney so much? Look, I'm not a huge Disney fan, but I'm not hating on them. I mean, fuck, I wish I was running Disney and making all that money. Shit. King of the Monsters equals worse than the Monsterverse. It's just kaiju, though. Who else thinks that Shun Oguri is just a young Ishiro Sarazawa when he first works for Monarch? Maybe he was an assistant for a higher... Well, that wouldn't make sense because what they're talking about here in this third plot of the leak, of course, just want to emphasize, it says he's a son. Disney isn't worried about making quality films anymore and it's showing. Can you really say that about all their movies, though? I mean, honestly, can you say that about all their movies? I mean, if you are, I mean, if you think so, that's fine. But I would disagree. I mean, I love a good portion of all their Marvel movies. Recently, what movies in particular are you referring to? Like Lion King? I mean, I haven't seen Lion King, but I heard it was pretty dull. Disney isn't becoming a monopoly at all. Yeah, there's supposed to be a court case about that coming with them being a monopoly. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but at least that's what I heard. What is Disney going to do with Alien or Predator? They're probably not going to do a goddamn thing with it. Mostly they're remakes. All right, so now you're being more specific. So they're remakes. Okay, well in that case, I can somewhat agree with you. I thought some of their remakes of their classics were actually pretty good. I thought Beauty and the Beast was really good. I thought Cinderella was really good. I haven't seen The Lion King yet. I haven't seen Aladdin. Do you think Manda will ever show up? Why would he? I think that's my answer to your question is a question. Why would he show up? What would be the purpose? Is he going to fulfill the prophecy of the Loch Ness Monster? I mean, no, I don't think he'll show up. Well, when you get asked the same question a gazillion times, after a while it gets taxing. He'll transform into Vishnu. Yeah, Leviathan is your Manda, and we'll probably never see him on screen, so. That's all right. I didn't mean to come off like that. It's hard not to sometimes. But no, I don't think Manda will show up. I don't think there's a purpose for him to show up. I mean, you got to remember, man, you got 17 or 18 Titans, and half of them have not been seen yet. I don't see the room for any other Toho monsters, and I don't see the need for them to spend more money on getting more Toho monsters. You got to remember, every time, if they want to bring in a Toho monster, each monster costs money. Each monster costs money. When you consider that Godzilla, King of the Monsters, did not do well at the box office, I don't think it would be wise for them to invest more money in other kaiju if it's not going to make a difference in them making more profit. If any monster they bring into the universe is not going to make the kind of impact that would generate revenue, it's considered a bad investment. So, to answer your question more broadly, don't expect to see any more Toho monsters in this universe. Why is every Godzilla movie available on Blu-ray now besides Biollante outside of spending $150? Because you didn't buy it on time. Because I got Godzilla vs. Biollante on Blu-ray, and I got it for $8.99 on Amazon. That was like 3-4 years ago. You waited too long, man. Now you'll never get it. You gotta live. Bye. I hope you live a happy life. Manda sounds like he should be in Lion King, not a Godzilla movie. The fact we got 3 classic Toho kaiju and maybe including Anguirus from the skeleton is insane in and of itself. Stop complaining, people. Or I guess the better word is to stop being greedy. Like, you know, do you not enjoy what we have? Why would you want more? Look, talking as a fan, I would love to see all these monsters here, but not at the expense of the universe itself. I can't stop thinking about Mecha G being in a movie. Why is it turning you on? Like, is it you gonna dream about it tonight? Some monsters, even the less popular ones, I wish they get a chance. I love what we got. Well, but that's what you gotta understand. See, this is why I always tell fans, you gotta think outside your own box. If you know they're less popular, how would they benefit the universe? That's how you approach answering your own question. You know, to sit back and think, would this make sense, and is it popular enough to generate revenue? If the answer is no, then you don't need to ask me. You just answered your own question. That's how I view it. I'm a fan too, believe me. I would love to see all these Toho monsters over here and get their own adaptation, but I know it's not feasible because it costs a lot of money. I love the fuck out of Godzilla, but does it look like I want these kaijus in the MonsterVerse movies? No. Fuck that. Let them do their own thing. Yeah. If we do get more Toho monsters, I want more lesser used monsters like Destroyer and Biollante. I want a video where E.T.N. and OmniViewer debate about this. Debate about what? What's best for the MonsterVerse is ending with Godzilla vs. Kong. No other MonsterVerse movie will live up to it afterwards. I want to see a damn explanation to the serpent from the Monarch logo. Yeah. I think there's a lot of things people will like explained about the ending of Godzilla King of the Monsters, but I don't think we're going to get that. What was your reaction when you read that supposed toy leak, including Mechagodzilla. I laughed. I laughed out loud. I lolled hard for a multitude of reasons. Godzilla 89 on Blu-ray is expensive now. Yeah? Why does everybody have such a hard-on for Mechagodzilla? Because it's Mechagodzilla, man. He's one of the best villain kaijus in Toho's Rogue Gallery. Yeah, that's right. Brian said it. Mecha G is Bay, and he is. He's very Bay. But I just don't know if he'll work in them. I mean, like I said, if this leak is true and they are going to bring in Mechagodzilla, this is probably the last movie. You know? It's probably the last movie. As a villain, Mecha G is super badass, but that's just to us. Jet Jaguar's better. I'll be honest, I only saw like 2 Godzilla movies with Mechagodzilla in them. I hope it was the 2 better ones. I don't think they could pull off a Destroy All Monsters. They could barely pull off King of the Monsters. They pulled off King of the Monsters just fine. They just didn't gear it towards a general. It was geared towards fans. That was the problem. That and the overabundance of marketing, well, it definitely played a part. As much as I loved seeing all those commercials and trailers, it was probably partially to the detriment of the movie. So, you know, you gotta give and take a little. Imagine the budget for a Destroy All Monsters movie. Well, it wouldn't be that hard because you're just going to basically include all the Titans. I never understood the hype behind Biollante or the movie she was in. Thought it was really boring and badly paced. I think people appreciate the uniqueness of the monster, the way the monster was constructed and built. And then visually, the monster is very different than a lot of things we've gotten. And I think that's why a lot of people started appreciating that movie a lot more later. Because when it initially came out, your assessment is what everybody else thought. And it did not at all do well when it came out. It didn't do well at all initially. But over time, people have grown to love it. So, Kingdom Monsters failed in the box office because of bad marketing and not being aimed to the general audience, but rather fans. But overall, it was good at what it was supposed to be. Yeah, basically. Rob, do you think Bagan will enter the Monsterverse? You want to be drop kicked, don't you? You want to be drop kicked in the upper left hand corner of your lower lip, don't you? WTF Productions. That's why you answer that question. You're here often enough to know. Okay. Can we remake King of the Monsters? Sure. Can we wait 10 more years though? I'd rather have a Godzilla movie that is a good movie than a Godzilla movie that is a Godzilla movie. What? I thought you were going to say something like a Godzilla movie that is a bad movie. Okay. It's going to take me a while to register that one. Kaiju Rizard. Rob, on the bright side, at least when the Monsterverse is over, people will stop asking you annoying questions over and over again. Actually, you know what? I may be able to dodge that even sooner, Ivan. Because if I have to move over to a different platform before January, a good portion, pretty much 95% of my channel is not coming with me. So it'll just be the core viewership. Yeah, so I don't have to worry about these questions starting the new year, probably. If this is the last movie in the Monsterverse, I'm okay with it because, look, we got new Toho Godzilla films to look forward to. That's true. Rob, do you think Mogira will come to the Monsterverse? Here's another one who wants to get drop kicked in his upper left region of his left side of his eyebrow. Hey, Rob, do you think that there will be more Toho Kaiju in the Monsterverse? All right, you guys got to do a little bit better than that. if you want me to give you a reaction. Now I want Mechagodzilla just because of the concern he is causing. Actually, wrong. There's not as much concern as maybe people are even expressing here, because people have wanted to see Mechagodzilla. I've had this debate with people for years now. Even if King of the Monsters turned out exactly like how I envisioned it, it would still disappoint some because lots of fans' expectations are different. That's true. That's very true. Hey, Rob, do you think Godzilla will appear in the MonsterVerse? I have no idea. It's hard to tell right now, especially with this leak. Oh, my God. Oh, Nancy Landis, I'm super late. No one gives a shit, and you were here earlier, so stop. If you keep asking Rob about Bagan, Rob will take you to Suplex City. No, I just do pinpoint accurate striking, which is why I keep telling people I'll drop kick them in the upper right-hand corner of their lower lip or the upper left-hand corner of their lower lip. No one gives a shit. I'll take a Godzilla movie that is that's a good movie in general, than a Godzilla movie that is a good Godzilla movie. Godzilla King of the Monsters is a better Godzilla movie, but Godzilla 2014 is okay. It's fucking brain fart right now. But yeah, I get what you're saying. And I agree. I did like 2014 better. Not by a long shot, because I'm an action junkie, so I loved all the action in King of the Monsters. Rob, do you think Lenny will appear in the MonsterVerse? I hope so. Do you think we'll ever see a Godzilla R-rated Godzilla film in our lifetime? I'd love to see an R-rated Godzilla film. If it does happen in our lifetime, I'll probably be dead when it happens. A new toy leak just dropped. Kinky Dora versus Gamera. That's funny. All right, let's see how my people over on Twitch are doing. Rob, please pay attention to us. I'm here. I'm here, Squib.
Runk the Funk super chatted $2. Newt Oil Leak just dropped Kinky Dora vs. Gamera.
That'd be a movie I'd go see. I know, but you don't know what those execs at Warner Brothers and Legendary are into. We're fine. Thanks for caring. I'm here. I swear I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, let's check if the global chat's working now. Hold on. Let's see if I can get this shit going. Nope. Reload. Reload. Nope. Yes, I don't know what the problem is. Restream chat issue detected. We are currently investigating an issue affecting... Okay, so they gave an update. There's an issue. So no global chat. No global chat. So I got to swing. So we're on Twitch now. All right. We're going to give Twitch some love. All right, YouTube. So bear with me. I want to see Mechagodzilla and Godzilla vs. Kong just to see how people react to him. Yeah? Feed me, Rob. Feed me. What the fuck do you want to eat? I got nothing to feed you. Twitch love. Damn right. You guys showed a lot of love yesterday. I appreciate that. What is this? I don't want to see your titties. What are you guys talking about over here? Rob doesn't love us. We must starve. No, you guys aren't starving. Doherty doesn't care about the fans, Rob. Doherty doesn't care about the fans? No, that's not true. That's not true at all, man. Are you kidding? If he didn't care about the fans, you wouldn't have gotten the movie that you got. I personally liked Brian's idea of nanites taking form of Godzilla. Yeah, nanotechnology. Yeah, that was probably the best presentation for a Mechagodzilla in the MonsterVerse, is an alien form of nanotechnology that takes the form of Godzilla. That would be cool. If he cared, he would have made a good movie. Well, that's your opinion. I am Godzilla.
I am Godzilla tipped $1. Hey Rob, sorry I am late to the stream. I was busy trying to help out with the trailers and production of GVK. By the way, is there any chance of us seeing your ex in future Toho films? I heard he took a mecha form. Maybe that's the mecha in GVK.
You'll have to ask her. I think she's hovering around stream, but I'm not sure. But you'll have to ask her. She'll probably pop up and answer like within the next 10 minutes or so. Have Godzilla beat Mecha G and take Ghidorah's brain. By the way, for those of you, if you do use Twitch and you want to pop over and just so that way I'm not missing everybody, here's a link to my Twitch channel. Usually we have a global chat that goes on, and I can read chats from both sides at the same time, and the global chat would be up on the screen, but they're having issues with the global chat today, so that's why I'm kind of flipping back and forth. Rob, is Cthulhu in the Monsterverse still a realm of possibility? No, but I'd like to see a Cthulhu versus Godzilla movie. No one gives a fuck, right? That's what we're supposed to say. If someone says they're coming in late, yeah, no one gives a shit. King of the Monsters sucked about as objectively as possible when it comes to the film. I can't tell if Brian's serious or if he's trying to trigger people. I think you're trying to trigger people. Hey, has anyone checked if there's a new Nukes video out yet? I haven't checked. I'm double streaming YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, I saw that because I see you in both. Yeah, I see you in YouTube and in Twitch. So would be nice. E.T.N. Michael Dougherty doesn't like the general audience. Maybe. I heard a leak where Godzilla and Kong is a part 1 of 2, and they don't actually cross paths until the final minute. That would piss so many people off. Do you like Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster now, Rob? Of course not. Why would that have changed? What, now because it's in Blu-ray I'm supposed to like it? No, it just means I can see shit more clearly. And shit being the key word there. Rob, watch Sam Hyde's 2070 Paradigm. No, God, no. Stop. Stop! WTF, I swear to God. I'm going to give you a fucking Death Valley driver if I ever meet you, which I probably won't. But if I do, it's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm not going to shake your hand. I'm going to grab you and just give you a Death Valley driver. Rob, I think I know when the trailer's coming. Oh, God. Hit me with it. Let's see when. Tomorrow? I don't even own the cassette. I don't own that movie. I never will. Like people say, oh, if you're a real Godzilla fan, you need to own all movies. No, fuck you. If it's bad, I'm not owning it. I don't have Godzilla's Revenge. I don't have Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. I don't have Son of Godzilla. Nope. Godzilla vs. Kong ending. Godzilla takes knee to Kong. The world stops. Oh my God. There will be so many triggered Godzilla fans. Was it better than Godzilla's Revenge, Brian? Sea Monster was an Oscar-worthy film. My ass. See, this is Brian trolling poorly, which is more than I can say about King of the Monsters. Oh my God. Brian. Is that hot girl from your intro going to be in the Monsterverse? Yes. Yeah, she is actually. She's going to be an extra in Hong Kong. They're whitewashing it, so. Yeah, Criterion Collection looks like it wasn't worth $129. I'm glad I didn't buy it. And I'll still maybe buy it if it drops down to $30, which I think it already dropped in price a couple of times already. Criterion Collection is great if you're like me and love pretentious film shit. Oh my God. That's funny. Rebirth of Mothra 2 is potentially the worst Toho Kaiju movie. I don't even think I've seen that one. 112 on Amazon? Yeah. Oh, there's my ex. I called it.
I am Rob's ex tipped $1. Hey Rob, sorry I am late to the stream.
No one gives a shit.
Please don't dump me. Oh wait, you already did dump me once. Anyway, I won't be in GVKBC. I am still working on trying to turn Pretty Boy Mike into a man. I think he needs Kinky Dora shield.
Sorry I'm late. Been playing new Call of Duty. No one gives a shit. Hey Rob, do you think Grace from Beyond the Trailer will appear in the MonsterVerse? That's not even a funny question, man. The OG price from the Criterion Collection was $220. Now it's $110. They drop it like another $70. I might pick it up. Maybe $80. I don't know. Who knows? The shittier reviews it gets, the lower in price it drops, the more likely I am to get it. Rob does not have the 2 best Showa movies. I thought it had all of them. It doesn't have... There's 2 of them that are not in there? Oh, that's even worse. Then I won't get it till it's like $14.99. Modern Warfare Remake has poor map design. Reboot. Oh, it has all of them? Okay, so what do you say? What? Rob, who wins between McKinney Hulk Hogan or Mecha Cobra Kai? What are you smoking today? Is it like weed laced with meth and cocaine? Where the fuck do you even come up with that question? All right, I'm going back to YouTube. E.T.N, what did we do back in the summer? I don't know. What did we do back in the summer? Hey, Rob, sorry I'm late to the stream. No one gives a shit. Hey, Rob, am I early? No one gives a shit. I'm back. Where do these questions come from? I swear to God, he's smoking some shit. You literally, yeah. Shin Godzilla is the only movie that many fans like, but I personally don't care for. I'm looking forward to see that King Kong versus Godzilla Japanese version again because it's basically like a Mel Brooks film. Yeah, I suppose. Robert went. Tyler Brown.
Tyler Brown tipped $1. Hey Rob's X. How is Area 69? I mean 51. I was just curious to know if you will let Kinky Dora from all the nubbers and kinky shit you're doing to him so he can play his 10 minutes in GVK film coming out of Mecha G's chest. Long live the king.
Thanks for the dono, Tyler. Sup, Rob? What's your favorite Godzilla movie? It still goes back and forth between 54 and 84 as being my favorite number 1 movie. The thing about the Criterion Showa collection is that many of the American cuts and English dubs are missing. D-Man said he's late for the stream. Tell him I said I don't give a shit. My top 5, like I said, 84, 54 jump back and forth. Then it's 2014, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, and then King of the Monsters would be my top 5. Yep. Never seen Angry Gamma. Have you forgot about GMK, Rob? No, it's in my top 10. What is it? Because I'm not putting GMK in the top 5? Like, that's like sacrilege? It's my list, man. It's my opinion. If it's in your top 5, man, more power to you. It is a great movie. Do I like Michael Jordan? As a Knicks fan, no. No, I don't. GMK is the worst Millennium film. That's a troll if I ever heard it. Because the worst Millennium film, in my opinion, is Godzilla 2000. That shit is horrible. Boy, Rob, you hurt my hurt. You guys, take your time typing, please. Slow down. Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster was my first kaiju film. Well, good. Good. That's not a bad thing if it was your first. It's just hopefully it was not your last. Just hopefully that was the last time you ever seen it. Mike Watson. Sorry, I'm early. No one gives a shit. Wise ass. My ex was just looking for you, Mike. She was talking about needing to make a man out of you. GMK is my favorite Godzilla movie. I love Godzilla 2000. Tokyo SOS is actually the most underrated. All the Millennium movies suck except for GMK and Final Wars. Oh. Wow. Oh boy, I have this little hold on a minute, bear with me here a second. Nope, wrong one. Here we go. What in the shit? Oh god. Okay, no. Nope. Oh my god. Maybe it is in that folder. Just looking for something. Alright, I can't find it. I'm not gonna go crazy. Rice is great when you want to eat 2,000 of something. What? Rob, who wins, Mecha Hulk Hogan or Ultraman? You know what wins? You going to rehab. That's what wins. That wins for everybody, including yourself. Rob, I was watching a new top 5 Disney creepy secrets from 3 years ago. Didn't know he had the... Yeah, but those were proved debunked, so... I love rice, and if the Chinese place was open, I'd get some. Yeah. Thing about Chinese fried rice, though, you need to eat it the same day you get it. You ever try having it, like, the next day? It's, like, fucking all clumped together and all, like, tastes like fucking cardboard. You literally have to rehydrate it with water for it to taste decent. Anyone who wants bacon needs to go to rehab. Godzilla 54, Mothra vs. Godzilla, Shin Godzilla, Godzilla 2014, Godzilla King of the Monsters, Godzilla vs. Destroyer. My uncle works for Legendary, and he said that the trailer would come out after the movie comes out. Yeah, that sounds accurate. If I fought Godzilla, what would I do? Just submit my life to the foot of Godzilla. What one conspiracy theory would be the absolute worst if it were true? That's a good question. I found it hard that Godzilla defeated a 3-headed dragon, but lost to a monkey and a moth. Yeah? Angus or Baragon, who is the best kaiju doggo? Well, Baragon to me is looks the most tameable. I mean, do I still have that Baragon picture? I hope so. I hope I didn't get rid of that. That was a great picture I had of him on the Kibbles and Bits bag that I did like some time back. Some people got triggered by that. It was funny. I don't think I have it anymore. That the world is a simulation. Yeah. Kong is going to die and Godzilla's going to hibernate? Oh my god. Truman Fleming. I have a vest. If my arms got cut off, I'd be a jacket. Fucking guys. That video with Baragon's suit actress was cute as fuck. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Rob, what do you What if you meet Kinky Dora, but it turns out what the leaks said were true, that Kinky Dora is Mecha Godzilla now? I guess he'd be Mecha Kinky? Yeah, both Godzilla and Kong are good boys. I would be sad if either died. I'm still waiting for Rob to see Joker. Yeah, I'm still waiting to go see it too. And Midway came out this weekend. I want to go see that shit. Definitely want to see that movie. What's going on, Erica Mendoza? How are you? Oh, Kinky Dora was here. What was it, the other day? I think it was it Wednesday? No, not Wednesday. Last Saturday he was here. Rob answering craziness with patience and ration. I don't know. I haven't been that patient. My patience is normally reserved for my kids. Oh my God. Did I really just see that? Hold on. What kind of yard does Godzilla have? A megalon.
Just a bit outside.
Yep. Oh, that's so bad. You've been patient compared to other hosts. Yeah, well, I know a lot of them are just being, they're being humorous. So I don't get upset at humorous. I love humor. Megalon, that was just a knee slap. Rob over D-Man. Hey, D-Man is good. I like D-Man's come a long way. What kind of dick does Kong have? A megadong.
Just a bit outside.
Jim, you've concerned me. You've had this recent obsession with dongs. It's part of your fantasy football name. It's your Twitch name. I don't know. What's going on with you and dongs, bro? Yeah, let's not compare it. It puts us YouTubers in a pretty, awkward situation because it's not something we, Replace Kong with Mecha Kong. Yeah, Kinky Ding's influence. Rob's ex-wife, Vaj. Why the fuck are you talking about my ex's Vaj? Oh, yeah, because Mike Watson's trying to smash that. Mike Watson's trying to smash my ex. But she keeps saying he's not man enough. Wait until she finds out he's Canadian. Holy shit. She's not going to want to have anything to do with that. Who do you think the enemy is going to be in the upcoming movie? Your guess. I'm hoping, I do agree with some people that it might be a team up at some point. If these leaks aren't true and it turns out to be something else, I do think it'll be a sort of biomechanical monster. Not necessarily Mechagodzilla, just a biomechanical monster. Or an epically large, like, Grand King Skullcrawler. If you could erase everyone's memory of Godzilla and make another first movie in 2020, how would you make it? Well, I do have some videos up on the channel that tells you how I would make the movie. I would probably refer to those. I kind of take that kind of seriously. So when I think about how I would make a movie, I actually go into some detail. Like, it's just not a question I can just outright answer. Oh, here's my ex again.
I am Rob's ex, tipped $1. No, I never took care of Kinky Dora at Area 51. He was always late to the stream. I heard Kinky Dora will not be in GVK either because Godzilla won't be in the movie either. Supposedly only Bacon, Jet Jaguar, THRC Monster, And Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. Oh man, that is such an epic joke that's just been running on this channel for the longest time. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, that's good. What do you get when you mix Godzilla and a vegetable garden? Squash.
Just a bit outside.
What do a porn star and Godzilla have in common? Let's hear this bullshit. They've both swallowed boatloads of semen.
Just a bit outside.
All right, we're going back to YouTube now. Thank you, Mike, for scaring me away from Twitch. I appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. It's fantastic. I know Bill's going to yell at Winger. What the fuck are you thinking, mate? This bullshit. I'm Batman. Not a Monarch agent. I'm Batman. A team up would be weak as hell, but most likely. Yeah. I think it's 50-50 on that right now. I have a hard time believing there might be a team up when, again, going by the director's words, that there's a definitive winner. You know what I mean? Welcome back to YouTube, Rob. What? Oh, yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, I got you. Yep, thank you. Will you ever get a P.O. box so we can send you some stuff? Oh, shit. Why? What do you want to send me? If it's anything like I sent to some of my viewers, because ask Mr. Triangle what he got for the recent giveaway. A literal sack of shit. Not real shit, of course. You know, I'm not going to shit in the bag and mail it. That's just not right. That's gross. But what's considered a gaming kaiju? Gamera. Oh my god.
Just a bit outside.
Can you see Kong dying at the end of the movie? I can. He tends to die a lot at the end of movies, so why not? There's something him and Mothra have in common. It's death. Careful, Oscar. You don't want to get your account banned. YouTube considers that spamming. Who dies more, Kong or Mothra? Mothra by far. Robert Pattinson is going to be a better Batman than Christian Bale. Oh, here's my ex again. I love when she chimes in.
I am Rob's ex tipped $1. Mike, you are Canadian? Good luck with that. Enjoy the selfies. We are done. Oh Canada my ass. Did someone say swallow a lot of semen?
Oh Canada my ass. Oh man, it's so good. Oh man, that was good. Rob, do you care about this Logan Paul KSI fight that's happening tonight? No. But if he gets knocked the fuck out, I'll watch it. Rob's ex doesn't like Canada. I like her. There you go, there you go, ex. Jim Kelly's interested. Holla at your boy. Would Heath Ledger be in the Monsterverse if he was still alive? You know, my father was a fiend. How do you think I got these scars? How's that fit into the Monsterverse? Honestly. Who is KSI anyway? I mean, I know who Logan Paul is. But I don't know who is this some chump he's fighting so he can get the easy win? Didn't Logan Paul marry a porn star? I'm the Joker, baby. He's also a YouTuber. So it's a YouTuber's boxing match. KSI is a super popular YouTuber and definitely not a chump. I've never seen. Let me see who KSI is. I've never seen him. Let me just pull him up real quick. Is that boxing match happening on pay-per-view? Because if it is, then that's just bullshit. Like, these motherfuckers, why are you gonna charge for a bullshit ass fight? When does that fight take place? It already happened? They moved the fight back from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.? Oh, so it's happening in like 20 minutes. $75 on pay-per-view? Now, fuck that. To see two YouTubers fight?
Tyler Brown tipped $1. I thought you were still at Area 51 with Kinky Dora with a sign up saying long live the king giving him numbers. Oh well, I guess we all suck at something. I hope he at least gave you a lift out of that area.
Oh, it's going to be interesting to see my access to that. And to see if she's interested in Jim Kelly. He hasn't done much in recent years. Did used to watch him back in the early YouTube days. Kong will shit on Godzilla, then cremate him. Cremate him. Not cremate. Cremate. We can use other words. The Warner Brothers studio lot has been evacuated because of the fires. Quick, someone save the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer. Where's Kinky Dora? I don't know. I don't know how to reach out to Kinky Dora. Maybe someone's got to say something kinky to summon him. I don't know. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this Emmy Award winner. Senti Goes Men. This is how you get attention on YouTube. Hi, Rob. You want to hear a fat joke? Fuck you, Rob. You fat fucker with big lips. Your mom will testify for my big lips because she loves the way I kiss and other things. So it's okay. Don't hate on the lips, man. That's a Puerto Rican thing. You're just jealous. You're just jealous. It's okay. Oh, yeah, and by the way, your joke, I forgot. Yeah, real quick. Let me just assess that.
Just a bit outside.
All right. Long live the king. Rob versus Brock Lesnar on pay. I'll fuck him up. He won't suplex City my ass. I'll kick him in the dick real quick. And then I'll get a chair and just fucking ram it in his head. Is cremate some sort of whipped cream? Handcuffs. Oh, man. BDS. Pegging. How is life with diabetes? I'm still alive. Life is good, my friend. Life is good. We got the trolls coming in on Twitch, too. Oh, man. Did you watch Crown Jewel? Yeah, I did. It was okay. It was all right. E.T.N, here's a joke. How do you throw a space party? You plan it. Oh my lord.
Just a bit outside.
G 2019 turned into Brockzilla with that nuke burst. That's true. WWE starting to suck. Starting. Cock and board torture. We've got some interesting things going on in the Twitch chat. We got Squib telling Brian to go to bed. $75 for that pay-per-view, man. That's insane. Who the fuck would pay? I guess some people would pay for that. Do either one of them know how to box? Thunder Lips. Is Ghidorah having sex considering an orgy? I guess it would be. No, I haven't had time to watch the NWA stuff. It's on Dazen app. No, Tyler. The way you do it on Twitch is you scroll down on the screen and then there's the donate tab, which works the same way as a tip jar. The only difference is you won't see the alert on screen. I can read it, but you won't see the alert on screen because I haven't set them up for Twitch yet.
Runk the Funk tipped $1. Watch me, an intellectual, come up with the perfect insult to destroy this man's spirit. You're fat.
What? I gotta read that. I gotta reread that because I didn't hear it. I was reading Twitch chat for a second there, and I'm like, Brian and Squib are having a very interesting conversation. Oh my God, yes. Why does this keep disconnecting? Allow. Come on. All right, hold on. Oh, Jesus. All right. Watch me, an intellectual, come up with the perfect insult to destroy this man's spirit. You're fat. Yeah, I know. I mean, those are jokes that really kind of affect people when they're younger. You know, when you're successful in life, content creation is irrelevant. When you're successful in life and you're married, you have 2 kids, your house, your car, it's really hard to break a man by calling him something that he knows he already is, which is overweight. Where's the insult there? You're just telling the truth. The truth doesn't bother me. Make fun of Rob for being straight. That'll make him cry. It's big boy season. You know, it's funny. I was talking to Preston from the Fat Samurai guy, and because he was asking me questions about this whole change with YouTube, so we were just going back and forth talking, and then you know, we were just giving him advice. You know, on the YouTube, I was telling him that he should stream more because he would be great. And then he was like, "Oh, you know, I love your channel." I told him, "Dude, I love your channel. I've been watching you for months." And I told him, I'm like, you know, girth power needs to unite. And he was laughing because that's something I said in the mockumentary video. So I think that's going to be like a brother call for me and him. Don't trust atoms. They make up everything. If he's overweight, that means no. Actually, Tyler, that's not true. Not that my wife is not a good cook. She's an excellent cook, but I tend to do more of the cooking. So, if anything, my wife, when I met her, was really, really like thinner. You know what I mean? I feel some of that's blame to me that she's put on, because my wife, through both kids, not only means she lost 25 pounds when she was pregnant with my daughter, which is insane. You know, my wife has good, healthy habits. Drinks a lot of water. You know what I mean? She moves around. She likes to go out for walks. She eats fruit. I mean, I'm the bad influence. So, you know, Rob versus Fat Samurai Guy versus Thugzilla in a free-for-all, who would win? There'd be no fight, man. We'd just be chilling there and shooting the shit. You'd be, you know what I mean? I only started cooking things recently. Space Godzilla, a MonsterVerse version, versus King Ghidorah, a MonsterVerse version. I probably wouldn't watch it. I'm not a Space Godzilla fan, and I don't think he would work in a MonsterVerse, because he's from space. The fattest knight at King Arthur's round table was Sir Circumference. Now that's good. He acquired his size from too much pie. That's good. I'm not going to euchre that. That was pretty good. Yeah, it's true. I like fettuccine alfredo and mac and cheese. I mean, you guys know some of the stuff I've cooked, so you know it's not healthy. You know. Ever seen Monty Python's The Holy Grail? Oh, of course. Who hasn't? Rob and Fat Samurai Guy versus Big Show and Big Daddy via tag team match for the tag team championships. Do jokes only work once or many times? What? If you want to send donations to Rob, the link is inside his asshole. Actually, you got that wrong, BSC. It's not inside the asshole. You just slide your credit card down my ass crack. All right, and then you use my nipples to type in what kind of price you want, what do you want to donate. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you handle trolls. Just go along with it. Just joke with them. Is that supposed to make me cry? Come on. Look, trolls, hey, like I said, I welcome you. Come, bring your best. Bring your best. Oh my God. Let's see what Twitch, what's going on in Twitch. Oh man. Look at this. Jim Kelly on Twitch. That sounds hot. You motherfucker. If King Kong went to Hong Kong to play ping pong and died, what would they put on his coffin? Nothing good. Nothing good over on Twitch. Oh man. A lid? Oh jeez, Michael. I was having a good time laughing and you had to say that shit.
Just a bit outside.
Alright, you forced me back over to fucking YouTube now. Every time I go over to Twitch, it's Michael Gonzalez saying some crazy shit, scaring me away. Oh my God, Legendary said there won't be a trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong. Ah! Ah! Is that what you're looking for? Is that the kind of reaction you were looking for? Rob is the next biggie, notorious ROB. Yeah? Twitch ain't up to no good. They're just going back and forth over there. Twitch is making Rob question life choices. No, Twitch is making me wonder how long I should stay in that chat room every time Michael Gonzalez says one of his jokes. Server, sorry about your weight. Dad, are you saying I'm fat? That's pretty good. If Kaiju could tweet, what would they be tweeting? I'm waiting for someone to say, show the trailer. Rob, do you play Ark? No, I don't. I've been playing lately. I've been playing Story of Seasons, Last Claudia, and of course Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. And there was something else I was playing recently. Which was it? Oh, and then I've been playing a little bit of Diablo 3. I've been getting back into that because I wanna see what the new Barbarian build is gonna be like when it hits the live service. So I've been trying to gear up with some gear that I haven't gotten since the last time I played. What has two butts and kills people? And let's say that see seventh, you fucked up. You should have. It's like gambling when you tell jokes. You got to quit when you're ahead, and you just lost your hand there.
Just a bit outside.
Yeah, there's so many games to play. I know it's ridiculous. This just in: Gareth was found dead in his house earlier this evening. He reportedly suffocated during a fit of laughter upon reading the Godzilla vs. Kong script. Oh, that's pretty good. Damn, 94 likes, killing it, Rob. Oh yeah, I didn't even see that. No downvotes either. No, watch somebody hit the downvote button. Like, oh. Oh man, some funny shit. Kamazats, I might have spelled it wrong. When is the comic coming out? Any word? I'm guessing it's probably going to come out turn of next year. I don't think they gave a release date during that panel. So anywhere between the time they announced it and it's definitely going to come out before the movie, I think. But I just don't know exactly. They didn't give a release date. I need to read these comics. Yeah, they're pretty good. If Snoop Dogg dies before pot becomes legal in the U.S., he will be rolling in his grave. Oh, man. 7th. You're going downhill, buddy. You had me before, man. You 2 in a row. It was really good. Now you're dying, bro.
Just a bit outside.
You're dying a slow death. What was the latest thing Bill Clinton said to Jeffrey Epstein? Hang in there. All right. I'm going to let you slide on that one, Jim Kelly. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. All right. Agent Decker, I'm always spunky. I was born losing my virginity. What? Yeah, Ghidorah's got some Superman strength. Oh my God! All right, let's see if Michael Gonzalez calmed down over on Twitch real quick. It's getting crazy. Michael Gonzalez. If Kong went to, oh no, didn't he say that one already? Oh. Will your kids be playing a new Pokemon game? My son has requested Luigi Mansion 3 for the Switch. So I'm guessing he's going to be playing that. Today he played a little bit of Smash Brothers. Give me a subject and I can tell you a good joke. All right, here's the subject. Sign off. How's that? And the punchline for that joke, Mike, would be not seeing another chat from you for the rest of the night. There you go. There you go. In fact, Twitch, unfortunately, you have to serve this punishment thanks to Michael Gonzalez. Some of you might. I think if you're subbed, you don't have to. And some of you are subbed. But for those who aren't, I apologize, but this is Mike's fault. Okay. Son, hands. My dad, his 50th birthday card. Dad, you know, one would have been enough. Oh, my Lord. 7th, Mandalorian. What's going on?
Just a bit outside.
Jim, if it's true, I'm not going to say it's bad. I'm going to say it's unlikely that it's real. But I will say there's one part of it that sounds really good. There's some other elements of it that don't make sense. And then there's one particular element that a lot of people are clamoring for. So I would say that if this comes true, it's probably an overall positive. I don't take it as a positive myself, and that's without spoilers.
Newt's for Kaiju tipped $1. Breaking news. Matthew Broderick released a statement saying, "Thank you God, I might be off the hook after 21 years. Good thing they never made the other 2 movies that I agreed to be in after G98.
Oh, man. I didn't get the full thing of that. Matthew Broderick released a statement saying, "Thank you God, I might be off the hook after 21 years. Good thing they never made the other 2 movies that I agreed to be in." I need a job, and working in a mirror factory is something I can totally see myself doing. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is that.
Just a bit outside.
I'm guessing this is the time of night that I probably should start wrapping it up. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. You guys are getting delirious. So we're gonna start to we're going to hit that point. Plus, I want to go watch AEW Full Gear. So.
Gabby
just can't wait to go.
But won't leave, not leaving, not leaving. Look at this dog walk. Whoa, what speed on that dog walk. Redirects a little bit, make sure they get that. Push, push, push. Into that tunnel. Nice job. Get to the backside of this jump. Andrea, hang in there. She thought maybe she might have got lost for a quick second.
Gabby
Hot chick is thick.
43.20.
No, that's
Thick
fine.
as
It's
fuck.
just time. That's time. It's just time. Wow. We're
But
taking
this is a
long way
young,
around everything,
young
it looks
Shrek.
like. But this is a young dog.
Through the weave pulse.
Motors, look at those weaves.
Those weaves.
All right. There you go. You're Shrek. You're Shrek. All right. Real quick, don't forget, next Friday, not Thursday, next Friday will be exclusively on Twitch. Exclusively on Twitch. And when I say exclusively, that means when the live stream goes live, you're not going to see it live on YouTube. Exclusively on Twitch next Friday. I will share the link on Twitter, on Facebook, all that good stuff. If you're not on Twitch, that's fine. You just then don't show up. Or you can open an account, show up, and say hi. It's up to you. I'm just letting you know we'll be exclusively on Twitch next Friday. Thursday I'll be here, and it'll be a simulcast. Saturday I'll be here. It'll be a simulcast. All right, guys, have a good night. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Have a safe remaining of the week. Enjoy your holiday. For those of you who are off on Monday, enjoy the holiday, and have a safe weekend. Stay safe. All right, be good. Be good to everybody else, and that's it. That's it. Take it easy.
Collide, colors of the masquerade. Watch as they fall away. Faceless under faces made. And weeks went by but felt like hours. Spring would lie in summer showers. In my hair were winter flowers. And weeks went by but felt like hours. Seasons multiplying power that I found in winter flowers. Turn back, I see rivers beyond the light. Ancient roads in broken design. Angels running through our minds. Look up, your city's built on marble floors. Neon lights in the falling snow.